So yesterday we had our little discussion about working, a bit of a heated discussion in spots. So today I'm trying to make it really pleasant and make the whole episode pleasant so that he thinks that's more what it's about. As his training goes by, obviously there will be days that we're going to have to push and all that kind of stuff, but I really want him to look forward to coming to work. And given he's a little lazy, I'm saving most of the go work for the end so that he anticipates, well, I'm not real keen on having to run around and carry this guy, but you know, when we do the cantering and the harder work, it usually means that the day's over. So if he's looking forward to the day being over, you're going to start looking forward to that little bit of fast work as a result. If I feel through his training he starts looking for the fast work more, then I might do it in the middle and finish with slow work, or do it at the start and spend the rest of the session going slow. So we're now asking him to move more and putting a little bit more pressure on him. And he's done a great job, and he's been really good. We like to think we've done our homework and we can bend him around, and you know, if he gets too carried away in this big space. Some people will prejudge a horse, and that's could be a real problem. A horse could come to you and it's been handled and it's a little spoiled, so you think, well, I need to be tough. Like, sometimes you need to be tough, sometimes you got to switch off and be nice too. And if I've prejudged him too much, I'll be too quick to be tough. But I just take him as he comes. We're making this difficult, we're going round and round, we keep leaving him here. And eventually he's going to make the decision to leave, as opposed to me trying to make all the decisions for him. And there we go, off he goes up the fence. That's good. So we talked about hazards. Obviously running over the camera lady is a hazard, so we need to set up for that early. Alright, you gotta give me a hip and then get out of here. Attaboy. And then no pressure. And then locks. Actually not locks, because he just followed my lead. And none. And a bit. And none. So you're still having arguments about this going forward bit. He's kind of got to find his way out of this bind. You know, he's in a little bind here where he's like adamant he's got to go to the corner. That puts him in the fence, and we're off. Awesome. Oh, no. So he's kind of learnt from the ground what whoa means, obviously. So we say whoa and we're going to start that little bend. Let him know he can stop. And just an idea on my assessment, like it took a little bit to get him going forward, and he still got, not, you know, again, he was less than yesterday. You know, quite significantly a lot less about, well, I got to go forward. Excuse me. G'day, thank you so much for watching. If you could like, share, subscribe, turn on the notifications bell, that would be awesome. Thank you. Cheers. And like I said, I got to convince him to work for a living when he's told, but not make him think he's got to run for a living. So sometimes when horses are a little reluctant to go forward, you know, and somebody can ride and they cowboy up a bit, which I could do that, you know, and kind of whop him on the butt a little bit harder and say, hey, you got to go when you're told, and, you know, really hunt him around and get tough on him. And then, yeah, you teach him to go forward, but you also may be teaching him that he thinks he's got to run for a living. You know, that when in doubt, go forward is the way out. You know, go forward is the response the human's looking for. I'm still trying to keep it that I get him going forward, but just when you're told, and don't argue back too much, you know. Because I've found over the years it is easy to get horses going, or a lot easier to get horses going than it is to get horses to be quiet and steady and take things easy. The obvious reason that they run away from their problems is because they're a prey animal. That's what they've been doing for centuries. So there's a little bit of that inbuilt in all of them. We're going to have to get a bit pushy. Oh, no. And that one to me was kind of the sweet spot. He's like, I'm hot, I'm tired, I don't want to go forward. Go forward a bit when I tell you, and I'll quit. You know, that was that little bit extra. If you keep attacking a horse in the belly, there's more chance they'll come up. Like, you can think of it, saddle bronc riders, rodeo riders will annoy this area to make the horse go up. Jockeys hit him on the bum with a stick to go forward. So you can see this horse when he gets cranky and I'm hitting him on the butt, he's just kicking up and out. That's much easier to ride, and it's much more functional than me just kicking him in the belly. If I keep kicking him in the belly, I might get him lifting up more, he might buck and do stuff like that. So that's why we're swatting him on the butt, because he may kick out, but it won't be anywhere near as violent if I keep attacking his belly. A horse going forward off belly pressure is pretty much a cued response. So I squeeze him a little, when he goes forward, the squeeze goes away. So he goes, okay, belly squeeze, go forward, that means go forward. He knows nothing, he's a blank slate. So when I'm swatting him on the butt, my legs are doing a little, but not too much. Some people, you know, they'll get, and I'm, you know, real cowboy about it, and they'll put spurs on at this stage, and when he doesn't go forward, they spur him. I honestly can't think of anything worse to do to him. It'd be the dumbest thing I could possibly do to this horse. I'm gonna teach him to get snaky, hurt, cranky, and there's a way more chance he's gonna, you know, hump up. Me swatting him on the butt, him having a kick out, you know, I'm getting the job done, but I'm not creating a fight. Anyway, very important point. Catch you tomorrow. G'day. Thank you very much for watching. I do really appreciate it. This video of Gino's journey is meant to be more of a entertainment video, not educational, as in it's not a how-to video. All horses react and start differently. If you are going to attempt to start your own horse, you really need to enlist the help of a seasoned professional, or get a seasoned professional to do your horse for you and get them started. It's not an easy job, and it's not a job to be taken lightly, because this is your horse's introduction to the rest of his riding career, and it's really not to be messed with. So take it for what it is. It's a lot of fun to watch. It's been a lot of fun to share, and I really appreciate that you've taken the time to watch it and that you'll keep watching the channel. Thank you very much. Cheers.